Errol the Truth Spence Jr. says Mikey Garcia's latest snack pictures, he looks like Kangaroo Jack on steroids. Stay tuned.
Where we at with this? I'm gonna start my 2019. Get it in, man. Ain't got time to be hanging out with niggas. No way. Did work time. You did. Hanging out with niggas not gonna get me where I'm trying to be, where I'm trying to go, man. I'm trying to get like Mike in the next 2 weeks. That nigga thing got swole. That boy look like Kangaroo Jack on steroids. Let me get on my shit. Let me get on. We finna get it in on God and them. They got me fucked up. Some niggas just grind different, man. We like 11 weeks out. So I'm out here putting in work, man. I could have went to the club, could have partied. No drinks, pop bottles, no money, all that. But at the end of the day, man, the grind season, grind time, trying to get this bag, trying to get this money, get this W, and move on. We can do that after. Everybody ain't built the same. So I'm built different. Had to instill in me from a kid, from my mother and my father. I watched them grind, watched them get out the mud. You know, we just grind different. I can grind by myself. I don't need 10, 15 dudes egging me on, telling me to put in work, gotta motivate me. I set my own alarm clock. I get up and run by myself. I do strength conditioning by myself. That way, yeah.
Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Big up to the channel members. 2019, Happy New Year. I know you guys are excited. You know, PBC is actually doing a really good job first quarter, putting out a lot of fights, at least that I'm looking forward to. Broner Pacquiao, the return to Keith Thurman versus Josito Lopez, Jose Uzcategui, Caleb Plant, Rigondeaux's coming back on that particular card. Joey Spencer will be on that card. And of course, March 16th, Errol the Truth Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia. Now, you've seen the clip at the beginning. Errol Spence, he stayed in on New Year's Eve, you know, and brought in the new year basically working out and training. And I like to see that. I like to see that type of dedication from a fighter. And, you know, I admire these fighters. Their discipline is just insane. You know, everyone else is popping bottles and champagne, and you heard him. He said, I'm not worried about that. We could do all that type of shit after. I got a mission. And, he seemed kind of amused with the recent pictures. I did a video about it. Mikey Garcia, he looks like he's bulking up. He's moving up. You know, some people say 2 divisions. It's really in between 1 and 2 divisions because Mikey Garcia has held a title at 140 this last year. You know, in 2018, he did beat Lipinets, who was a champion at 140. So, you know, his last fight was at lightweight. So technically he's moving up. But bottom line is he's been proven to be a formidable fighter and stayed undefeated at 135 and 140. So he's really moving up another, a division and a half, if you want, to be technical. But he's moving up. And some people raised the eyebrow because he teamed up with Snack and Victor Conte, who has like a CD pass with the PEDs and, knows a lot about that world. So me, I just can't, it is what it is. I can't just go around pointing the finger at people. Mikey hasn't done anything. He hasn't been accused or done anything. Errol Spence is just talking about the picture that released. Everyone's saying that Mikey looks like a kangaroo, and he said he looked like Kangaroo Jack on steroids. So, the fact that he's making a joke shows me that Spence probably is not worried about. He didn't look spooked or anything, and he shouldn't. He's a great fighter himself. And the thing is, you got to look at it when it comes to Spence. What I'm telling you guys about these move ups for fighters is this: Errol Spence is fighting in the division where he's been fighting at, right? So this is just another training camp for him. Yes, obviously he has to get some sparring partners that might be able to mimic the ring IQ and the style of Mikey Garcia. But in terms of health-wise, weight-wise, making weight, the science behind that, the diet, what to eat, this is another, just a regular old training camp for Errol Spence. It is Mikey Garcia who's moving up the 1 to 2 weight classes, who has to do something different. You know, he has to come in at a different targeted weight, right? He has to pace himself a little bit different, and he's going to want to do it in a way that, you know, gives him the best chance to obviously win. You know, one thing with Mikey Garcia is, I wonder if he could take Errol Spence's body work. Errol Spence has a mean ass body attack. You know, can Mikey Garcia withstand that? So he's going to have to make sure he makes weight and comes up the right way. For example, Josecito Lopez, back in the day when he beat Victor Ortiz in an upset fashion in a close competitive fight, up until the point where Ortiz had a broken jaw, he did it, you know, and beat Victor Ortiz. And then that immediately Golden Boy decided to put him in there with Canelo. But if you look at Josecito Lopez, even though he has the height and the frame to be at 154, he didn't look like he was in good shape at 54. He looked like he just added weight. You know, it's called the sweet science for a reason. You know, even making weight is a science of its own. Some guys struggle with it, and some guys have mastered it more. Like Swift Jared Hurd, he has whatever he's doing, his walking around weight look crazy, and he can make weight and come in under. So he's mastered the ability to know what to do, at least for his body type right now, you know, where he could come in at 153, but he's saying he's weighing 190. So some guys are better than others with it. So Josecito Lopez, when he fought Canelo, to me, he didn't look like he looked like he just came in at a different weight, higher weight, but it didn't look like he didn't look good at that weight. Versus you look at Canelo, when he fought Rocky Fielding, he moved up to 168. He looked very good, and he actually looked like more natural at the weight, because, you know, that's probably closer to his walk around weight. So he didn't look bad, and he definitely didn't look bad in the fight. So it's going to be interesting to see the precision and the technique, and, you know, how Mikey Garcia looks. This is a guy who, I'm not going to say cut corners, but he's openly said he doesn't do sit-ups and stuff like that. And, you know, you're going to have the cardio in case Errol Spence drags you into the later rounds. If he gets the body attack off early, you're going to have to be able to withstand that, especially early. This is a really good fight. It's going to be on Fox pay-per-view as part of Premier Boxing Champions' new deal with Fox. I really can't wait. But Errol Spence, you know, per usual, he doesn't look intimidated. He doesn't sound intimidated. And I like the discipline that he's showing by staying in on New Year's Eve. Because, you know, you look at some of the other people his age group or younger, they're turning up, popping bottles. It don't matter if they have a fight coming up or not. So, you know, it looked like he was the only one in at the gym. I don't know if that was his own personal gym or, you know, what gym he was at, but he was getting to the nitty gritty. I like to see that. Let me know what you guys think of his comments about Mikey Garcia looks like Kangaroo Jack on steroids. There are a lot of, like, you know, accusations and stuff. Me, like I said, I'm not going to go there and start accusing people. This fight will have VADA testing. So what's done in the dark comes to light. And, you know, if somebody is doing something they're not supposed to be doing, then I'd rather wait for it to surface before I started. You know, like I said, a lot of people making accusations, videos and stuff. That's not my style. But let me know what you guys think of Errol Spence, his discipline, his comments, and really the fight. You know, who are you predicting to win? Drop a detailed fight prediction in the comment section. Subscribe, hit the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.